Hi guys, Ancient Warrior here. You know, I told everybody I was going to go dark for a short time, and I was planning on all the month of February. But dadgummit, the media keeps... I try getting out, and the media drags me back in. So, with everything going on this past couple of weeks, let's talk about Houston Part 2. Or, as everybody else is calling it, the Jussie Smollett case. Why am I calling it Houston Part 2? Back on about the 26th of December of 18, a black woman and her children was leaving a mall there in the Houston area. And another car pulls up alongside them and shoots the car up, killing a 7-year-old girl. The first thing out of Mom's mouth was, you ready for it? The description she gave was, it was a white guy, middle-aged white guy with a beard. And if I remember right, she even said he was driving a white Ford pickup. And there it went. Every newscaster in the world was talking about how redneck Texans were, how bad the Texans were. Oh, dear God. And I think it was a couple of weeks down the road, they'd had all kinds of vigils. They'd marched all around the Houston area, decrying this little girl's death by the hands of an evil white guy. And apparently law enforcement got a tip as to who the shooter was. And they arrested 2 young men. Now, here's where the problem with the story starts. The problem was, these were 2 gangbangers in a black, and I believe it was a Navigator. Oh yeah, something I forgot to tell you. Both the shooters were black. There was no white people involved. Sound familiar? Kind of sounds like that old Jussie Smollett deal. He decides at 2 o'clock in the morning to run down to a Subway sandwich store, and get him I guess he got him an Italian or a veggie or whatever, whatever that crowd from Hollywood eats. Now, it couldn't have any meat on it because they're not meat eaters. And on the way home, a couple of good old boys dumped bleach or something on him, and told him that this was MAGA country. Well, I got news for everybody. If I remember right, Donald Trump didn't carry Chicago. And if I remember even better, he didn't even carry Illinois. So, let me tell you, with everything being said, now they've caught the 2 Nigerian guys who flipped on Jussie, and come to find out, poor old Jussie, all he was trying to do was get Empire to give him a raise. Oh, yeah, a raise for his part in a movie or a show. Oh, dear God, I could think of better ways to get a raise than to get out in the middle of sub-zero. You know, it's 1-2 degrees outside. And in Chicago in the winter, the wind blows like a beast. So, now, isn't that stupid? Now, to make the story even better, he's been arrested now. Empire has scrubbed him from the last two episodes of the year. The FBI is now starting to investigate, so this could become a federal crime too. I heard one prosecutor from the Chicago area saying that this could go for as much as anywhere from 2 to 10 years for him. Jesse Smollett's 37, 38, 39, something like that. Almost 40. Guys, that would ruin him. And he's supposed to be a rapper. So God only knows what kind of music in 10 years, if he spends 10 years in prison, what kind of music they'll be doing, because rapping will probably be a thing of the past. And you know they're trying to make him pay for all the man hours that was removed. They put 12 detectives on this one case because it was a black, gay man who got his gourd rattled. I have some gay friends. One of them, she flat looked at me and she said, "He's lying." And I asked her, I said, "How can you tell?" And she said, "His lips are moving." I suspected he was lying because of all the things that they was saying, especially the part with the noose. But I didn't want to voice that opinion in case I was wrong. Folks, ever since the identity politics of Barack Obama's been in place, this country has been on a downhill roll. It's time for us to wake up and tell the rest of the world we're not this racist bunch of clowns. I hope Mr. Smollett goes to jail, and while he's in jail, he gets whatever mental issues dealt with. But then again, it could be a holiday, a little vacation for him. He might enjoy being around those big burly boys in prison. So you never know with him. Guy seems like he's nuts, but I can think of better ways to get a pay raise. I guess he did get a pay raise, didn't he? Because he was making $1 million a year. No, he's not getting a pay raise. They're taking it all away from him. All right, guys. I can't resist poking a little fun. So remember, if you're prepping, you live in free America. If you're not, you better start, because things are getting worse every day, as you can see.